minutes, that's all you'll need to get caught up on some of the biggest headlines from around the business. It's been a while since we've been able to connect, so here's everything that's been happening from May until now, including a look at some expos from around the globe, some big awards for the company's work in sustainability, and even a look at the newly revamped GenusOne page and how you can leverage it to further your career. Hello, I'm Amy Fluxopt-Hansen, a member of the Global Marketing Team and the Global ABS Communications Nucleus. Welcome to FY24. While the final numbers are being wrapped up for the year, we'll see those officially released here in the next month or two. We'll hear more from our Chief Operating Officers Jerry Thompson and Nate Sewald coming up in our August episode as they wrap up those final details from FY23 and look forward to the year ahead, focusing on priorities and what you can do to help the team meet our goals. Jorgen Kokke is officially in his new role as Genus's Chief Executive Officer. A video message went out on July 3rd. He shared a little bit about his time as CEO designate, what he learned from his travels, and introduced us to his family.
What attracted me to Genus? And it really is about Genus' mission, pioneering animal genetics to nourish the world. If you unpack that and if you look at it at its core, for me it's really about growth, growing through innovation, growing by making our customers successful, while having a positive impact on the global food system.
He tells me he plans to do more of these video messages and looks forward to meeting more of the team as he continues to settle into this role. For 4 days in May, the executive board of Genus was in Brazil to learn more about the bovine genetics market in Latin America. The program included visits to customers, companies in the sector, and of course to the ABS Biotechnology Center located in Uberaba. Celebrating 55 years of GMS. It's one of our longest running programs, and it continues to make an impact on our customers around the globe. It first launched in 1968, and today it's used in more than 50 countries. In total, the program has more than 165 million matings. In the last fiscal year alone, there were more than 13 million cows mated.
GMS has long been known for producing very consistent cows. Day in, day out, we see many customer herds that you go to that are long-time GMS herds. The first thing you notice is the consistency. And the consistency in how the cattle look, but also the consistency of the milk production as you talk along with the farmer.
You can see the entire 2-minute celebration video, hear real stories from ABS customers, and more by checking out the ABS Global YouTube channel. Many regions are also taking some time to celebrate this major milestone, so be sure to check out your region's social media pages. Here's a look inside our new lab in China. It was completed in May. The lab was designed for production capacity of 60,000 embryos annually, with the ability to expand to more than 100,000 if required. The Brazilian IVF team spent some time in China to support the opening and train the local team, and recently was back in the country for the second part of the rollout. Sarah Lee, the business development manager in China, tells me production started right away as they are working to fill an order of 10,000 embryos over the first 6 months for one of the largest operations in China, milking 55,000 cows. Genus ABS is the recipient of the Climate Smart funding by Innovate UK. This is in recognition of our team's Climate Smart Beef Genetics project to help the agricultural sector in meeting its net zero goals. The Climate Smart Beef project started in April and will run over the next 4 years. £3 million, or about $3.8 million, will be invested in groundbreaking research in beef breeding of the rumen microbiome to reduce methane emissions by by up to 17% per generation and improve feed conversion efficiency by up to 15% per generation.
The fact that our animals grow faster than any others, our breeds grow faster than any others, means it gives us a great opportunity to actually reduce the overall carbon footprint of those beef supply chains.
Scotland's Rural College partnered with our team to support them on collecting data on our cattle, helping to determine that there is a positive genetic relationship between rumen microbes and methane output. In France, Innov'SPACE is the recipient of the French label for Innov'SPACE. It will be awarded at Space 2023, the International Exhibition for Animal Breeding, in September. The world-famous expo features 1,200 exhibitors from all around the globe. BOVEC and Innov'SPACE are one of 37 award winners this year. Congratulations to our entire BOVEC team. The largest exposition of Zebu cattle in the world took place in Brazil the last part of April and the early part of May. Faiza Hizinji, the Strategic Communications Manager for Latin America, takes us there.
A Expo Zebu reuniu milhares de criadores e trouxe grandes oportunidades de negócio para a equipe ABS. Técnicos e representantes de várias partes do país estiveram em Uberaba para receber pessoalmente seus clientes e apresentar um pouco da estrutura da central e de nossas soluções.
Uma grande feira, muitos negócios, muito melhoramento genético, muita oportunidade comercial.
Além da recepção na central e no estande da ABS no Parque de Exposições, onde aconteceu a feira, a ABS realizou algumas ações exclusivas. Uma delas foi um evento especial para uma comitiva de mais de 150 colombianos.
El día de hoy estamos mirando la genética que ustedes tienen a través de ABS, que pueda estar disponible en Colombia para nosotros mejorar nuestros datos de ganadería, sea de leche o sea de carne.
El papel de la genética brasilera en Colombia es muy importante. Digamos que ya ahorita prácticamente el 60% de las importaciones de semen que antes venían de Estados Unidos, ahora se están dando desde Brasil.
O tradicional desfile de touros também foi destaque da programação oficial da ABCZ, Associação Brasileira de Criadores de Zebu. Mais de 500 criadores participaram presencialmente no evento na central da ABS. Além disso, o desfile foi transmitido ao vivo por um canal de TV e pelo canal do YouTube da ABS. Ao todo, foram 4 horas de transmissão e mostra de 45 touros, evidenciando, além da qualidade da bateria de touros da ABS, todo o cuidado e bem-estar conduzido pela equipe de produção.
Earlier this spring, we lost an impactful bull from our lineup, Achiever. Coming up in our next episode, we sit down with Ryan Starkenberg, who explains how this animal positively changed many of our practices here at ABS, but also had an impact on the dairy industry. Setting the tone for FY24. In June, members of the global marketing team and dairy product development team spent a week together at the DeForest campus. The group had dynamic discussions on driving the ABS strategy, had updates on the financial state of the business, go-to-market strategy, and a look at the company's sustainability efforts, as well as a look at what's coming down the pipeline in dairy product development, and some valuable time spent on team building and touring our world-class facilities.
I would say that my biggest takeaway from these great days is the value creation and what our teams can do to provide better products for our customers.
We really want to aim towards getting our customers to be like 100% with ABS. Another one was that we're really trying to focus on our Sexcel and our beef products to our customers. And then the third one was our go-to-market strategy, which was the big buzzword throughout the entire conference.
Seeing our products in action, employees based out of our DeForest campus had the opportunity to visit a customer's farm in June. G&N Endress Farms is located in Waunakee, about 5 miles from our DeForest campus. They have about 625 head of cattle. The tour was broken into several stations and allowed the team to see every step from conception to milking.
I am not from an agricultural background, I'm actually from healthcare background. So it has been a learning experience and it was really cool to get to see how our products are influencing all the agriculture around us.
Yeah, I loved being out here today on the farm, a chance to get out of the office and see one of the herds that ABS works very closely with. Something that stuck out to me on the rotation with Evan, he handed us a big packet of genetic reports, including a genetic palette and the first and second choices mating. So that stuck out to me because that's actually what I'm doing in my job as an intern here at ABS.
Genetic distributors from 8 countries participated in the first technical meeting of beef and dairy in Latin America in Brazil back in May. Representatives from Bolivia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, Guatemala, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, and the Dominican Republic were updated on the entire ABS genetic portfolio and also visited the bulls as well as the labs. Expanding your career opportunities within Genus. For many of you, this may be your first time seeing this, but GenusOne has a new look that features a people portal where you have the opportunity to see all of the internal job postings. I recently had a tour of the site with Jeremy Duffy, Genus's talent acquisition manager, who explains why this can be the boost you are looking for in your career.
There's a lot of opportunities within this organization, and we really want to give the opportunities to our existing employees, and then not only that, but also develop and advance our own employees. We don't always have to look external first. Let's look internal first, see what we got. Can we develop that skill set? Can we harness that existing talent, and can that person be a force multiplier for the organization down the road?
You can hear our entire conversation and get a step-by-step tutorial on how to leverage this for your career growth in an extended interview that's streaming now. Our team in India is having an impact on the local communities by making donations that empower women and educate children. As part of the corporate social responsibility, they donated a smart TV, school bags, water cooler, a computer system, and so much more. In the video, the team says, quote, "Creating a strong business and building a better world are not conflict goals. They are essential ingredients for long-term success." Congratulations to all involved. The success of digital sales in Latin America continues. In the last months, Argentina and Uruguay had digital beef sales. Both teams managed to exceed the goal and sell respectively 15,593 and 5,610 semen doses. In Brazil, an absolute record with the digital sales of milk. Almost $2 million sold with more than 152,000 dosages of semen and nearly 3,000 embryos. Congratulations to Sarah Morton and Swapnil Deshmukh on being named this year's CEO Scholarship winners. Both represent the ABS team. The CEO Scholarship covers all reasonable fees associated with their chosen programs to advance their education. Angel Rosada, Group Human Resources Director, said there was a record number of applications this year, and the quality of these submissions, quote, illustrated the depth of talent we have across the company. Keep an eye out for other professional development opportunities as well as the chance to apply for the scholarship later this fiscal year. More than 450 photos have been submitted for this year's photo contest in North America. The team has been collecting photos from customers, and those with the most votes will appear on the ABS Global Dairy and Beef calendars. You're looking at some of the amazing photos submitted right now. Orders for the calendars will begin in August, and the North America marketing team tells me art files will be available on DAL for those in other regions to use. The ABS team in Argentina participated in one of the most important milk fairs in the country in May. During the second edition of Todo Lactea in Esperanza, ABS had a stand where the technical commercial team could talk a little more about the company's products and services. A delegation of 40 dairy farmers from Panama visited Brazil to know more about the Brazilian genetics. They visited ABS Biotechnology Center, including our Intelligent Laboratory, which is responsible for the production of sex cell, the Embryo Laboratory, and the Neo Donor Nucleus, which gives rise to the Neo Premium line of embryos. It was the first coronation in nearly 70 years, and our friends in the UK didn't want to miss the opportunity to celebrate. On May 5th, many took part in the Coronation Bake-Off. Here are just some fun photos from the event. And the fun continues. North America employees and their families had some summer fun at this year's family picnic. It was hosted at our Decorah campus and featured games, music, and food. This event was pulled together by our social committee. If you'd like to help plan company events just like this one, please contact Megan Glenn. Now, here's a look at some upcoming dates you may want to add to your calendar, as well as some other announcements. This communications channel is the result of many of you asking for ways to stay connected to others around the globe. So let us know what you thought of the stories and updates we shared today. Click this icon in the email where this video was linked. The Global ABS Communications Nucleus wants to tell your story. We're a small group looking to share the happenings in more than 70 countries, so please remember, in order to make this a true global update, we need your help. On behalf of all of us from the Global ABS Communication Nucleus, thank you for your time, thank you for your feedback, and thank you for sharing your story. We'll see you back here in August when we hear more from Nate and Jerry.